And we are here in the Livingston Parish News recording room with Mr. Clerk of Court, Jason Harris, Captain Courthouse, if you will. You're welcome. So we're here talking about the election, which is tomorrow evening. If you're watching this on Saturday morning, of course, it is Election Day. So we appreciate you watching. Tell us a little bit about, Election Day. When does voting start? How can you find your precinct? That sort of thing.
Okay, thank you, McHugh. Yeah, tomorrow's Election Day. It is a gubernatorial election, November 16th. Polls open at 7 o'clock, and they close at 8 o'clock. So you have 13 hours to vote. If you're not sure where to vote, or if you're registered to vote, you can do two things. You can either call the Secretary of State's office, or you can download the Go Vote app on your smartphone. That's G-E-A-U-X. It's free. You put in your birth date, I believe, and your location, and it'll tell you where your voting location. Not only will it tell you where your voting location is, it'll tell you what's on your ballot. So if you have any questions, I would try to download the Go Vote app, and if you don't have a smartphone or can't get it to download, go to the Secretary of State's website. You can call the elections number, and they'll be glad to give you all the information that you need. So yeah, tomorrow 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. And we're expecting a large turnout.
Yes. I already had 16% for early voting.
We did. We had 13,000 or so early votes. That tops October. The primary was 10,500. So we have about 2,500 more people early vote this time, which is great. Of course, we're open at Denham Springs Walker Library as well as the Registrar's Office in Livingston. So we're excited that people exercise the right to vote.
So, let's talk a little bit about the, I guess you can say, polls close and what comes after. Talk to us a little bit about the issue with early voting last time. You don't have to go into too much detail. I know some of it's proprietary, but just tell us a little bit about the issue there and what kind of happens once those polls start closing.
Okay, when the polls close at 8 o'clock, everything is downloaded. And I want to remind people, if you're in the door at 8 o'clock at your facility, whether it be a school or library, wherever you vote, if you're in the door, you can vote. Sometimes there's a 10 to 15 minute wait at 8 o'clock. So everybody has to stay. You have the right to vote if you're in the door at that location at 8 o'clock. Once everybody's out the door, 8 o'clock, there will be a printout of the votes on that machine, all the machines in the building. They will be posted on outside of that facility, like I said, whether it be a school or library or fire station, all the votes. Our commissioners have to certify everything, bag everything up, and then they have to drive to the location for us to download everything on our computers and submit it to the Secretary of State. So we really don't see the results until probably a minute or two before the public can see them. You can go on your Go Vote app, which I just mentioned, or you can go to the Secretary of State's website and keep hitting refresh, whether you want to see the statewide or you want to see Livingston Parish or a particular race. You can go there and just keep hitting refresh. And it's only a couple minutes by the time we hit submit on the computer that it's live. Anybody in the world can see. So there's a process we go through. We have to go and count all the early votes and the absentee votes. If you're over 65 years old, you have the right to mail in your vote, so we have to count those tomorrow afternoon as well. So we actually hand count those and feed them through a machine. Everything is certified by the registrar, Jared Andrews. We also have a representative from the Secretary of State there as well. So between all of that, hopefully we can have all the early votes, the mail-in votes, the absentee votes, everything that we have within a few minutes after 8 o'clock. After 8 o'clock, we can release those to the public. So hopefully 5 or 10 minutes after 8, if you go to the Go Vote or the Secretary of State's website, then you will be able to see the early vote count. And then once we receive all the information from all the locations around the parish, we'll download those one at a time. And as soon as we can get them out, the better. Hopefully by 9 o'clock, 9:15, we'll have everything in. It just takes a little while to get everything to us and get it certified and get it released to the public.
A lot of precincts out, in places trying to make it easier for folks to vote, but they got to bring their stuff in.
They do. They have to bring their stuff in. All our commissioners, like I say, they have to drive from North Albany, from Marpole to Springfield to the courthouse. So it takes a while for them to go and come to the courthouse and deliver all that information. So we're excited. We just hope you get out and exercise your right to vote. Thank you.
Well, thank you, sir. We appreciate it. Appreciate that insight into the background of what goes on a little bit on election night. Good luck tomorrow. I know it's a hectic day.
Yes,
it's
a long day.
Please exercise your right to go vote. It is your civic duty. It is also your right as an American citizen. You cannot complain if you do not go vote. Again, we were here with Mr. Jason Harris, Clerk of Court. Thanks for the insight. We appreciate it. And we will see you guys later.